everybody, what you're doing? And I know I look a hot mess. But anyway, so what are some things I've been doing lately? I've been perfecting my karate skills. Now, I'm not like, how do you say, officially testing these karate skills. It's just like, it's just come out of nowhere. Because these Miller Moths got me twisted. I'm all over the place. And it seemed like when I kill one or I hit at one, 10 more just appear. It's like they're like baby kids. They don't die, they multiply. So whatever. And so I went outside and I put some dishwashing soap in a little bowl. And then I got up the next morning, there was a fly in there. And then a couple of days later, there's 2 moths, but the other 10, 20, they're in the house. I don't know how they got in the house because every window's closed. So, yeah. So the karate skills have really been there, but I kind of like, they're not controlled karate skills. They're just kind of like, it just come out of nowhere. So that's what I've been doing. Also, today was, Saturday is Girl Trek. So I didn't feel like going to the park and walking. And one of the reasons, and I went last week. But last week, there was a group of people at the park that evening and they were having a vigil and someone shot in the crowd and killed a father of 2. So, I was really hesitant to go last week, but I went anyway. And this week, I just didn't really feel like going. And so I overslept. So I texted my daughter and I told her that I wasn't going because I overslept. And she texted me and she said it's not too late. And I said, whatever. I didn't say it to her. I just said it to under my breath, whatever. And I fell back to sleep. And what I thought I had fallen back to sleep a good 30 minutes was only like 2 minutes. So I just went on and got up. So we went out to the park and walked until my granddaughter, her shoes weren't very supportive. So we just kind of did one walk, and that's about a mile, I believe, one walk around the park. So that was good to get that in because I'm not really moving a lot and stuff. I look all right, but I have been picking up some weight sitting here at home. Now, my question out there is, how many of you are still sitting at home waiting for somebody to tell you you can leave the house? Now, I believe in safety and I believe in being careful, but I also believe I'm not waiting on nobody to tell me. I'm not going to wait here for somebody to tell me when I can leave. So I practice social distance sometimes. And I always have my face mask with me. Now, when I say sometimes, it means like I haven't been good when I'm around friends. Like when we were doing our girls' trek, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, I believe. No, 4 of us today, and a baby in a stroller, and we being close to each other, and my little granddaughter. So there was 6 of us. We didn't have masks on. But if I came across people, like I saw some people, I put the mask on. So there was like we were a small group and we didn't have masks. But when I get to like I'm going to the grocery store or something like that, I have a mask. I'm thinking about going to the mall. Probably this week we'll have a mask on. I'm pretty much to the point where I'm not going to wait for people to tell me I can leave my house. I'm not going to sit there and do that. Do y'all notice something? So we're having the protests and the riots, and I'm not going to speak much on that because I feel like I need to really design how I speak because I really want it to not sound like the regular so-and-so speech of that. I got a lot to say about that, and I've got almost 60 years of things to say about that, okay? But anyway, how all of a sudden ain't nobody talking about COVID-19 anymore. Like, did it go away? I mean, what happened? And so not only that, people are I see masks a little bit at the protests and everything, but I kind of went out the news about even more people dying. And don't get me wrong, I'm trying to keep my emotions in check. Okay? So, I think like I was always said, I'm a little afraid of what's going to happen on the other side of COVID. And it's not good. And I'm not being, no, but I'm a very optimistic person. But I'm just trying to say is we got to be careful about wanting things to hurry up and time to fly because we don't know what's on the other side of that time. And I don't care why people are joining in the protests, but I thank you because we have to be united. If we're really a United States of America, then we need to be united. I don't care if you're protesting because you really understand the plight of African Americans, period, especially our males, or you're afraid that if we don't stop the injustice, that it's going to affect you in some kind of way, like a civil war, and you're afraid. So you want to, hey, you guys, knock it off. You're starting to ruin my good way of life. I don't care why you're doing it. I just think that we need to unite. And we're United States citizens. We have to say enough is enough. When you hurt one citizen, you hurt all citizens of the United States, actually of the world. So if we're reunited, then we need to unite. If we're going to make America great, then we all need to protest injustice anywhere. I don't care who it is. We need to protest injustice. And that's my say for right now, because I can write a book. And so I welcome anybody who wants to join the cause. I have law enforcement friends, and my challenge to you is when you see your fellow officers out there doing wrong, be like some of us, like we ain't going down for you. We're not going to go to jail or prison for some stupid crap you're pulling, and we're not going to tolerate that. You're not going to make us look bad. You got to stand up for you, because when you stand up and you see someone doing wrong, you are just as wrong as that person doing wrong. And that's all we're asking, not anti-police. Definitely not anti-police. We need law and order. And in that law and order, I think that if you're in the wrong and you're getting arrested, stop being all bold and talking all this mess. If you're wrong, take it. If you're I feel like if you're standing up for your right, like, why am I being arrested? I'm being detained? Then that's your right to ask those questions. And you don't deserve to be mistreated. A police officer might need to go to class and learn the Constitution, because I don't think they know it. So I really think a lot of that is ignorance, and they just don't know. And so I think they need to get schooled. And I'm demanding that they change the way they train police officers. And our brothers who are police officers, y'all got to pull off that uniform. And you ain't no police officer when you ain't wearing a uniform. So I'm just saying, if you have a partner and they're doing wrong, then you need to stand up and say something. I don't care if it's your superior or something. Be loud. Say something. Forget this brotherhood thing. You're going to go to prison for your brother? I'm not going to prison for my real brother. Okay? I'm not going to prison for him, let alone you. You ain't taking me down with you. It ain't like that. So when you see wrong, you got to say something. You got to speak up. Wrong is wrong. And I'll stand up for anybody when wrong is being done to them. I don't care what they look like. And I think that's the attitude that we as a nation have to take. Quit looking at it as them over there. And some people are like, they commit some percent of the crime. I'm not committing no crimes. Don't be talking about me and lumping me in some of my people ain't like that. Y'all know that stuff is misconstrued. Okay? So, it don't matter if wrong is wrong, okay? Wrong is wrong. Stand up for what is right. Be decent, dignified, integrity. Show that you have real integrity. You don't have to like me to show your integrity, okay? So, I'm saying a little more than I really want to with a concentrated effort. I'm going to say like my daughter said, we need to move in silence. We don't need to let everything out. We need to organize, and then we need to move in silence. And that's all I got to say about that right now. So anyway, trying to start to get out this funk, uh, I find myself not interested in a doggone thing and in this house. Not a doggone thing. Like, I'm a crocheter. I'm not really feeling it. I've been working with these perla beads and they've been cute and everything. I'm not really feeling it. I've been trying to read. I'm not feeling it. At one point I was taking walks by myself and I'm just not getting out of bed. I'm not laying up in bed, but I'm not getting out in the house and walking, so to speak. I went today because Saturdays is what we do. We go walking, but during the week, that walk that I was taking by myself, I just haven't had the desire to do that. So I have to do some self-checking right now. I have to do some inventory of myself to see mentally where I'm at. But yeah, I got to do something. I'm just not me right now. And, but I have no fear. And I think that's why I said, well, I'm going to just use as much protection as I can, and I need to get out as much as I can. But I'm not trying to be foolish, and I'm not trying to be where I'm harming other people. So don't come near me. Okay. And so, yeah, I had to go into Lowe's and buy washing machine and dryer for my daughter and had the mask on. It's hard to take kids with you to the store, especially they're even teenagers. Shoot, I had one that's 14 and one that's 7. They didn't want to put their mask on. They had the mask on and then they took it off. I mean, I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. It was, I mean, those masks are difficult. Now, we got to admit, the masks are difficult to wear. And what you got to know is you don't have to keep those masks on all the time. You need to take the mask when you're going to start being in close proximity to people, when you're going to have a conversation with a person in the store or whatever. But you have to have the mask on. And I look at the mask more of not really protecting me, and so to speak. I look at it as if I touch something, and I'm always touching my face. Excuse me. Stop telling me don't touch my face. Excuse me. Swallowed something wrong. I'm going to touch my face. Unconsciously, I'm going to touch my face. So I put the mask on because I know I'm going to touch my face. I'm in a store, I'm touching stuff, and then I'm going to touch my face. So that mask protects me from me. I'm just saying. And I wish that we could have something else more to say than racist riots and COVA. I'd like to have some better subjects like sunny days, fun times in the sun, going to the park, having a barbecue, which our family is going to have a barbecue. We're planning that for my grandson's graduation this month. I'm so proud of my baby, Isaiah Brunson. You are my firstborn grandson, and I'm so proud of you, young man. And class of 2020, my baby, and he'll be 18, I believe. Yes, we thought that he would be 18 after graduation, but he's going to be 18 before his graduation. So yes, he turns 18 this year. He's a young man now. And then I got a granddaughter who's turning 15 this year. Straight A's, no A minuses, straight A's. And she had 3 college classes this year. And I'm talking about classes from the community college. So I'm proud of her because that was her goal and she met her goal. And so she could do anything she put her minds to. And I don't care if that's cliche. We're going to always say that in this family. Really, if you put your mind to it, you can do this. And so I got to say this about get back in shape again. Now, if you really want to get back in shape, you can. What did I do wrong today? Let me see. I ate a pork. It's really easy. It's a egg roll. Yeah, I ate a pork egg roll, and the egg and sausage. It was a turkey Polish sausage. That wasn't too bad for later on. That wasn't too bad. There were 3 eggs, and I love eggs. So 3 eggs and some Polish sausage. I don't know how much it was. So that wasn't too bad. And I think I might have had an orange somewhere during the day. And did I eat anything weird? I grabbed like 3 pig skins and ate that. So I didn't do too bad today. And so I have been writing what I eat down, but then got embarrassing. Like, what did you do? And I had smiley faces, sad faces when I made a mistake, but then I wasn't reflecting, like, see how what you did yesterday, that was a sad face. You had too many sad faces yesterday. So I think I still need to go back to writing things down because it does kind of give you perspective. This is where you're going wrong. So now that school is officially over for the summer, I need to concentrate. And this retired woman here, I think I said in videos before, I got hired back for alternative school. So I was able to go to the building, and they're working in the building. So I was able to go in the building, and we met. HR is not complete. That's just weird. HR is not complete. Like, come on. I call HR and they say, oh, we're waiting on your principal to do this EPAN thing. And the principal told me that Friday he had already done it. And so I know it'll all be okay by the time it's time to enter the building or not enter the building. I don't know which one we're going to be doing. But I'm happy, even though I'm a little displaced, but for the most part, I'm happy. Talk to my mom on a daily, talk to my dad almost every other day. They live in the same house. Spoke to my sister today. Haven't seen my brothers. One lives here and one lives in Wisconsin. So I don't really speak to the one living in Wisconsin. When I say I don't speak to him, I don't mean like, oh, we're not talking. It's like we just don't communicate like that. And that's the one that makes my heart sad, because the last time I laid eyes on my brother was in 1992, I believe. 91 or 92 is the last time I seen my brother. And so now we have this pandemic, and now you're looking back like, why didn't you make time to go see your brother? And his family and him moved. They were living here just temporarily, and they moved. And I just have never traveled to see him. I've spoken to him a couple times. I need to call him. That's my brother. That's my Irish twin brother. We are 11 months apart, 6 days in between our birthdays. So, yeah. This COVID got me thinking, like, what if you never, I don't even want to talk like that. I'm about to cry. Like, I don't even want to think of anything, like I would never see my brother again. So I don't even want it. I'm getting all emotional. Oh my gosh. So anyway, yeah, sometimes you got to check yourself emotionally and mentally, because my thought process goes all over the place. So anyway, y'all, I hope you're living large. I hope you're kind of stepping out a little bit out there. Just use some protection. Go do something fun. Do something outside fun with your family. Get in the car, drive somewhere. Now, I live in the beautiful mountains of Colorado, so you can kind of like socially distance, and you can go up in the mountains somewhere. You can go on mountain trails. So there is a way you could do that. You go to the parks. Parks are full, though. Oh, my gosh. But I try to avoid people anyway. There are these people and their dogs. And I love dogs, but they got the dog pooping all over the sidewalk and they're not picking it up. That's not cool, okay? That's not cool. Y'all have a good day. Bye.